Hi, it's Ian here. Welcome to More Clients TV. We're here at the computer because today we're going to be looking at a method for getting more traffic to your website, get you higher up the search rankings in a way that Google will love. So I'll see you after the titles. Oh, welcome back. So, as I'm sure you know, some of your very best potential clients will be the ones coming to your website, having searched on Google for search phrases related to what you do or the sort of problems and challenges that you help people overcome. However, getting ranked highly on Google and getting a lot of traffic from Google is pretty difficult. Even more so these days, since Google really tightened up its algorithm in the last probably 6 months or so. A lot of the traditional techniques that search engine optimization specialists have used to get your website ranked highly have now stopped working. And in fact, worse, they're getting you penalties. But there are a couple of methods that still work really well. And one of those methods is to get links back to your website from other highly ranked sites in your field. And in particular, one of the best ways of doing that is to use guest articles or guest blog posts. You offer to write a guest article for that website, and in return, they put a link back to your website from that article. Now, if they're a highly ranked website that's getting a lot of traffic, firstly, some people will click through and come to your website, and they're great visitors because they're interested in what you have to say, because they're coming from an article where you said that. And secondly, because it's a highly ranked website and it's in your field, the link back to your website will increase your success in the search engine rankings. So that's great in theory. The problem is it can be an awful lot of work, in particular to try and identify those websites and where you can do that. You essentially have to go to Google, search for websites, go to the websites, see if they allow guest blog posts, etc., etc. It can take you many hours to figure out which websites in your field are going to accept your sort of articles. Worth doing though, very well worth doing, because it's going to get you a lot of traffic. But what I'm going to show you now is a little technique with a little piece of software that can get that done for you without any effort on your behalf, other than a little bit of specifying what you're looking for. So join me on the computer. So here we are on the website. As you'll see, it's linkprospector.citationlabs.com. The tool is called Link Prospector. And just before we get into it, just in case you're thinking, oh, I bet it's really expensive. Firstly, let's go to the home page. There's a free trial. The free trial basically lets you run one of their reports. And once you've been through that free trial, you can either do a pay-as-you-go, which is where each report costs $2. You have to buy in bulk chunks of 5. You can't buy one, so you have to pay a minimum of $10. Or you can pay a monthly amount. Now, personally, for me, and I guess for most people watching, that kind of pay-as-you-go would be absolutely fine. We need to run a report every now and then. We don't need to do much every month. We're not kind of search engine optimization professionals. So it's pretty cheap, and it's certainly very cheap when you get a free credit. So I'll log in here and I'll show you the inside. So basically what you do is you create campaigns. So there's a campaign for, I kind of put associated campaigns with websites. So I've got an ianbrody.com campaign, and what I can do is I can go into that. You can set some exclusions, tell it not to look for certain websites up there. But I go into the campaign. I've just run a report a few seconds ago. And there's a report I did earlier. And what you do to get this going is you click on Find Prospects, and it finds you where it then gives you various searches you can do to find websites that will give links back to your site. So you can name the report, you then select what report you want to run. So I've talked about guest posting, and you can select to try and discover blogs that allow guest posts. But there are other sorts of websites as well that you can get links from. So for example, there could be a review site. If you have products and services where people could review that and give you a link back. These are experts you could interview. It'll search for them. It searches for forums and directories that you can put your website on, or you can on forums and blog commenting. You can make comments and interact with people. Giveaways are where you can offer one of your products as a prize in a competition. So there's all sorts of different ways it'll find of getting you links back to your site. But as I say, one of the very best ones is guest posting. So I click on that. You pick the region you want to run the search in. So let's say UK, I'll run it in. And you pick, do you want it from the web, or do you want to use Google's web and blog results search? how deep do you want the search to go? So how many results do you want to get back? I'd recommend doing about a couple of hundred. It'll make the search quicker. Once you get past the first couple of hundred sites, you're not going to look at that many anyway, and they'll be lower quality further down the list. Any top level domain, so you can get it to choose a .com or a .org, but I just leave it as any. You can, as I said before, you could have specified some exclusions, like I don't want any YouTube things to show up or whatever. And then you put your research phrases in. So let's say I wanted to do blog articles about online marketing. So I might type online marketing, internet marketing, how to get clients online. In fact, I'll probably put that higher up. Internet marketing and online marketing, thinking about it, run the risk of getting all the kind of spammy stuff. I'll put them in nonetheless. But how to get clients online is my first one. I'll just put those three in and send that report off. So you just click submit, and it will then, oh sorry, I need to give the report a name. So 2012-1109 get clients online, and I'll also put just that specific phrase there, get clients online, get clients from web, something like that, and I'll submit that and go and get a report done. Now that takes typically about 30 minutes to prepare the report for you. So it's going off and doing the searching, and what it's doing, it's searching the web for your keywords, and it's trying to identify sites that match the keywords and are highly ranked in Google, and that when it looks at the website, it somehow mentions guest blog post, guest article, submit your guest article, or it finds that this is a guest article by. So it's trying to find those sort of sites that it knows will accept guest articles, so you're not wasting your time contacting them. So what we can do is we can look at one I did a little while ago. And this is what the report looks like. So on this one, I searched for various keywords to do with how to get clients. So it was get clients, get more clients, that sort of stuff. So if I look at the list, and I made a really big list of 1,315 sites, but it shows that a ranked ordered list. It shows you their top level domain, is it .com, etc. The important thing is here is what it calls the link target score, which in other words is how valuable this site would be to get a link on. So it's a rating based on how highly Google ranks that site and how infrequently it has lots of links going out to other sites. Is the essence of the algorithm. So if you do get a guest blog post, it'll be worth something. That's Google's page rank, which is Google's indication of how big and important the website is. So if I look at consulting business, it says there are 27 pages on that have guest blog posts related to my to what I searched for. And it'll actually show you them here. So look, there's a guest author section, and some guest author pages and some links about, and there's a contact page which mentions being a guest author. So it looks like they actually have a way of you contacting them. And if I click on the website, so it'll redirect me to the website, and I can see here are this website. I happen to know this website, Business Consulting Buzz, and I know Mike Zapersky who runs it. But if I hadn't, it would have brought this to my attention. And it shows that yes, this is little known marketing secret for consultants. New consulting success system, thinking time, strategy for getting things done, marketing disaster and how to avoid it. So this does seem like it deals with the sort of people that could be clients, that could be readers of mine. And if I just look at some of their categories of articles down here, so it has articles. Just look at some of them. I don't know, consulting fees and pricing. I scroll down here, so there Mike's written that one. But here's a guest post by Kai Cardinals, another one from Mike, one by James Ewell, John Quinton, etc. So it does look as if they do indeed take guest articles. Quite a few comments on them as well. So it's a good active website. 34 comments on that article. So what I would then do is I would figure out what sort of guest article would work. So I would study the site, see the sort of articles they do and what they write about, what titles they use. So for example, just by looking at popular posts, I can see the most popular blog posts they've done are consulting failures and how to overcome them, the most dangerous words in business, marketing Mondays, little known marketing secret, a marketing disaster and how to avoid it. So there's quite a lot about problems and disasters. So if I was to, write an article about my top 5 disasters trying to get clients or something like that, that article would probably be accepted because it's kind of in the field that works for them. So I can go back to Link Prospector, and there are, just shrink that, all sorts of other sites down here. Young Pre-Pro, I don't really know. It's a new website for me, but if we go there, and it's how to write for traffic and money. So it's practical tips and advice for writers. So of course writers need to get clients. There's probably an overlap. Some writers could be interested in my stuff. So that could be an option as well. And obviously since writers need clients, that's brought that up. Make a living writing is another one. E-touch marketing. Data's vision. I have no idea what that is. Let's go and have a look. Oh, it's taking its time. It's quite a slow website. So while that, oh, there it is. Learning to play the piano. So that one's probably not perfectly suitable for me. Oh no, it's got other things. It's got finances, health. So it's one of those more general purpose websites that has guest blog posts. LinkedIn, obviously, I'm not going to get a guest post on. Article marketing tools. Submit an article, maybe an article site there. Business to community, again, another site I don't know, but it's highly ranked. Building deeper business relationship through engaging communities. That looks like the sort of site that would be interested in a kind of marketing article from me. So as you can see, Link Prospector does a pretty good job of finding websites, Small Biz Trends, the Modern, MTOG, whatever that is. And Firepool Marketing, I know, again, accepts posts for about marketing. So the sort of search I did for get clients, it has shown up plenty of decent websites that accept guest blog posts, and it's ranked them. So down here would be some kind of less likely ones, etc., that maybe not worth going for, but up here the ones that are really worth targeting first. And so if you can imagine trying to do those sort of Google searches yourself, searching for those keywords, picking out the blogs that are on there, clicking on them to see whether there are guest articles, clicking back when there aren't, etc., can take you hours and hours of time. So this is a big time saver. So I hope you found that useful. As I say, it is an incredibly useful little tool. It's free credit to do one report when you sign up. After that, it's $2 a report. You have to buy a block of 5, or you can subscribe monthly. For most of us, doing pay-as-you-go is quite nice. One nice little story, after I'd signed up, a few days after I'd signed up, I got an email from the CEO, Garrett French, of the company that runs Link Prospector, asking for my feedback. I gave him a little bit of feedback, and he gave me a couple more free credits to run a couple more reports. So it's clear that the company, as well as having a really useful tool, nice company to work with, you're going to get good support from them. So I would definitely recommend, if you're thinking you'd like to increase your Google rankings, and you're thinking the guest article could be a good way of you doing that, check out Link Prospector. It will save you hours. So I'll see you again on another More Clients TV episode in the near future. Cheers.